Hey YouTube, Raw Moki Power here, and I am doing my 6 Samurai deck profile. This deck is pretty good. I jumped on the 6 Samurai bandwagon about a week after the structure deck came out. I was like, man, everyone's getting into this. I gotta try this. And I tried it out, and I lose very rarely with this deck. I hardly ever lose with this deck. So let's get started. I run one Zanji. He's pretty good. I'm not a big fan of his effect, because if I were to attack a higher attack power monster, I would have to find another 6 Samurai to destroy. But it still kills that monster. It's alright. It's a good card. It's okay. Just okay. 2 Eros. I love him. He pretty much rapes flip effect monsters, and I will love him forever for that. 2 Grandmasters. Love Grandmaster, but I don't see why you would run 3. You could only have 1 on the field, so why would you have 3? 2 Shoguns. Don't see why you would run 3 of those either. If you're running a 40 card 6 Samurai deck, it should go pretty fast. 2 Elders. Hardly ever uses effect. 3 Kagemushas. I would have probably already synchro summoned for Shien on the first or second turn, but having 3 isn't that bad. It provides that safeness. I can protect my samurais from effects and traps that only target 1. I don't think that ever happens though. 3 Kagekis. He's good. He's good for swarming. I don't really use him for synchro summoning though. Because he's a 1700. I would use Elder or Shine or Mizuo for that. Speaking of them, 2 Mizuo, amazing effect, tribute to 6 Samurai, kill a card on the field. And to equip her with that, I have Shine. And he's beautiful. He has saved me so many times, Mizuo and Shine. The perfect combo. They're amazing. Love them both. 3 Kizans, pretty self-explanatory. Anyone who runs 6 Samurai should have 3 of these. 2 Inishis. He's okay. He's good if, like, someone plays Dark Hole. I could use his effect, bounce a 6 Samurai back to my deck or my hand if they were to be destroyed. Easily chainable. Plus 500 attack when I have 2 other 6 Samurais other than him. It's pretty good. And I have Shien Squire. A lot of people don't run these, but I love Shien Squire. Not only because will it keep my 6 Samurai safe for a turn, because he won't be destroyed by battle, but it's also a level 1 warrior tuner, and that really helps along with these level 4 warriors, so I can synchro summon for legendary 6 Samurai Shien. 2 different words. I run Shien Smoke Signal and Reinforcement, because they basically do the same thing, but Reinforcement is better. That's why it's limited. Monster Reborn, what a staple. Pot of Avarice, this is very helpful in case I have Shien or any of my Xyz, or just any good, like, Grandmaster, Shogun, anything I want in my graveyard. Just, I don't see why you wouldn't run this in 6 Samurais. 6 Strike Triple Impact. You don't have to run this. I only run this so I have some sense of security. Destroy. I usually use the second effect or third effect to destroy all set spell and traps, because I don't like running in a Mirror Force and Magic Cylinder. Traps are pretty much my worst enemy in all of my decks, so I like having this. I run 3 6 Samurai United because this deck pretty much swarms the field pretty fast, and this gives me pretty good draw power. Gateway of the 6, pretty self-explanatory. I really don't ever use the third effect where it gets 6 counters, because I hardly ever get a Shien in my graveyard, because I usually finish the match within 2-3 turns. Temple of the 6, you could really use Xian's Castle, Xian's Castle, Shadow Castle, whatever. They pretty much do the same thing. I prefer the Shadow Castle. This is okay. And a Solidarity. This is probably the most helpful card in Six Samurais, because Six Samurais tend to lock down your opponent in these spell and traps, but they lack the attack power. Chaos Dragons can easily take them out. Dark World 3000 Grapha. And Xian only has 25. But Solidarity gives him that extra 800. And so he's at an easy 33. Everything gets 800. It's very, very helpful. Very good. For traps, I run Double-Edged Sword. This card is very okay. I really don't use it much. You could substitute it for whatever you want. I only use it for Xyz summoning if I need to. Like if I'm in a bind, I want to Xyz summon for Zen mains. Just grab my my level 3 monsters, 6 samurai monsters. Got a Magic Cylinder. This is pretty helpful. I think it's really... I prefer Magic Cylinder over Mirror Force for whatever reason. It helps me win faster. And I run 2 Magatamas. I used to run 3, but it ended up being a dead draw, and I got annoyed really easily. For my extra deck, I have Xian, of course. I love Xian. His effect is just so annoying. I could see why they limited him. Shadow Xian, I really don't see the point of him. I really wish they did something else with the new Xian. Like, your opponent can only special summon so many monsters per turn. Or something having to do with the other Xian's effect. This has nothing to do with the other Xian's effect. It's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Turn Kageki into a 3500 beat stick? No, I don't want that. But he is a 6 samurai. Whatever. Run Utopia and Leviathan Dragon. I also run Heroic Gladiator, Excalibur, and Zen mains. And so I'm really looking forward to this tin that's coming out in August. So that'll be really helpful because Excalibur is an instant 4K beat stick, which is crazy. But I really wouldn't use Leviathan Dragon and Zen mains all too much unless you really need to, or unless you're going for that FTK and you know it's guaranteed. Because if you were to fail in that, and Leviathan Dragon and Zen mains were to go in your graveyard, and you've already used Pot of Avarice, then your Solidarity is pretty much ruined, because Leviathan Dragon and Zen mains are definitely not warriors. And I think that kind of concludes my 6 samurai deck profile. Yeah, that's about it. Leave your comments. What deck should I make next? I'm gonna do my probably my X Sabers next, but I'm about to sell them. I'm getting kind of tired of them. Comment, advice. What do you think I should do? What do you think I should add? What do you think I should take out? Critics, what do you think? What do you think I could do with this deck? What do you think I can't do with this deck? ETC, do you think any of these cards are going to get hit by the Banhammer coming up? Personally, I don't think so. I don't think 6 Samurais are going to get touched. As for Dragons, don't know about that, but I don't think they'll be hit that hard either. And that will conclude this. Subscribe. See you later.